Hi, I'm Ian Gilmore with Redline Engineering and RedlineStands.com, here to show you Redline's RTS3000 rotisserie. This is an all-steel construction rotisserie with a powder-coated finish. Most of the components on it are made of 1/8-inch thick steel, and this is the free-spinning end of the rotisserie here. It's got a balancing system built into the T-carriage, 3-ton bottle jack down here, and this is, as I said, your free-spinning end. This is not the end that you do all of the work from. If we come on down and have a look at it here, we've mounted up a racing chassis here just for the sake of demonstration. We get the question all the time, does the unit come with the bar that goes across the bottom that connects the two halves of the rotisserie? Answer is yes, it does come with that. Both ends and the piece that connects them across the middle are included. On this end, we've got the business end of the rotisserie. We've got a nice big cast iron gear drive here that you use to rotate this unit. Same jack and built-in balancing system that we'll talk about. One of the things that I do want to mention that even though this jack is used for raising your T-carriage and everything and your masthead up and down to get a comfortable working height, you can also leave this bolt in place if needed and jack on the jack right here in order to kind of rock back or let the masthead rock forward. And the reason that's important is you want to make sure that both of your rotating axes are in line with each other. You don't want them doing this right here. So it comes in handy sometimes to pump on that jack a little bit with the bolt in place and rock the unit back so that everything is lined up. So let's go ahead and rotate this vehicle 180 degrees. 60 turns of this gear drive rotates a chassis 360 degrees. So in this case, I'm just going to rotate it 30 times to bring it back to level. And down here at the business end of the rotisserie, a few things that I do want to talk about with this rotisserie. Make sure that when you assemble your unit, put this piece right here in this position. I've seen people mount those upside down, get the vehicle mounted onto the rotisserie, and then realize they had that backwards. Don't do that. That'll cause you to waste a bunch of time. Make sure to put it in this position right here. Now, I want to show you the balancing system on this unit. This rotisserie is equipped with a balancer that we see here. And you'll notice I've removed the bolt right here that holds the T-carriage in place. So you've got a threaded rod, and if I were to turn on this threaded rod, you'll notice that our T-carriage moves there. And the reason that's important is that allows you to lower or raise the center of gravity of the vehicle to get it in line with your rotating axis. So if we'll bring our camera on around, we'll have a look at this here. And in this case, with this race car chassis, we've got our center of gravity ever so slightly down below the rotating axis of this vehicle. And so as I go to rotate on this handle here, it actually is a little bit stiff right here. And as you get up to the very top at 180 degrees, it all of a sudden gets easy. And the reason for that is with the center of gravity of this vehicle being down below the rotating axis, you are raising the vehicle 180 degrees, and then once you get to the top, it actually starts falling. And so the reason this is important is because the input from this handle, whether it's getting harder or easier, tells you whether or not you need to raise or lower the vehicle. So in this case, being that it's a little bit stiff right here, you would actually want to raise the chassis up a little bit. Likewise, if your center of gravity was up above when you first went to go start turning, the car would be falling as it went that first 180 degrees. Once it got to the bottom, it would start getting stiff, and that would tell you the adjustment that you need to make. The reason that this is so important is even though this cast iron gear case is a beast, it's got its limits. It does have shear pins inside that will shear in order to keep you from damaging the gears. So the last thing that you want to do is get your center of gravity way out of whack, way too high or way too low, start cranking on this handle and have to really put your back into it to rotate it. If that were to happen and you were to try and force it when you shouldn't, you might very well shear those shear pins and find yourselves having to make a little repair to it because you've done something you shouldn't have tried. So If you go to start rotating on this for the first time and it's really hard to turn, stop what you're doing, make an adjustment to the T-carriage, rotate on your balancing system, get it balanced out so that the handle is relatively easy to turn and you'll be fine. That's pretty much what you need to know about this rotisserie. You can see it at our website, redlinestands.com. You can call us at 901-351-4764 to order. Thanks for watching.